You're watching Soccer Night in Detroit.
Check, check. Hello, everybody. Here we are at Toledo, where Detroit City just got a massive W. What?
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net. All right, coming to you from Keyworth after a big victory for Detroit City FC today.
Yeah, very entertaining game, by the way.
Yeah, it's a very entertaining game, as a matter of fact. I mean, you got the like I said, Charleston Battery, one of the top teams in the conference, taking on a Detroit City team who, let's just say, you know, it revolves around one certain person. We'll get to him in a little bit.
Okay.
Here. First, a little bit here as we go into it. Obviously, the protests continue for the players as they gather around the center circle.
Yeah, that was something new.
Yeah, and then they've done that. They did that in both halves today.
Yes.
First and second half. At the
I
beginning of the
know.
half, minute of solidarity and stillness there. And this time they showed more solidarity than they did the moment of stillness. Anything going in there. Like I said, in Detroit, Charleston wanted to dictate the play a little bit. As you can see, it looks like two number sixes. This is a video that John Morrissey shared early on in the match. But Detroit looks stout defensively.
Yes.
Corner opportunity here by Charleston. Great save by Carlos Herrera. Another clean sheet today for the man.
Yeah, he was on today, yes.
Detroit City with an opportunity in the second half here. Corner kick by Ryan Williams. However, this could have been a goal for Detroit City at that point. In fact, there were two goals that were decided by Detroit. One in the first half, one in the second half. But as it appeared, it looks like they were offsides. And ball, they thought they thought it was going to go into the net, but to no avail. The offside flag came out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And the Northern Guard let them know about it. However, we get to the point. 76th minute of play. Say his name.
And he'll score! He's Darren Smith with a pretty redirect.
Late in the 75th minute for that one.
That's his league-leading fourth goal in the last 3 games.
There it is. Yep, your league leader right there, Darren Smith.
They try to avoid
league leaders do. And I'll tell you what, there were 3 guys for Charleston that were standing right in front of the net as that ball went by them. You know what they did?
What?
They stood there like the house on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
Literally stood there like the house on the side of the road. Needless to say, Detroit City played strong today. The defense was intact.
You're right.
And, there's really nothing that they could have done wrong today.
No.
Let's go to the stats real quick here for, Detroit's, final stats here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to really worry about ball possession here, but look at the total shots. Detroit had 13 shots, 4 on target today. Much like it was against Indy 11.
Yes.
Much like it was against the Indy 11. They had more shots, but they didn't, the ball possession wasn't nowhere near 71%.
No, you're right about that. And not only that, I mentioned about the different lineup from this year to last year. You don't have your superstars anymore, so.
But you know what? You got some stars on regardless. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. What happened. I mean, you mentioned that earlier. You don't have the superstars anymore, and it did look like a different Ben Pyramid team that we saw there. This afternoon.
By the way, second victory against the Ben Pyramid team since we entered the USLC.
Yeah. Well, second time against Charleston Battery.
Yes,
we never put my gloves on because the last time I did this,
it's cold.
It was cold.
It's freaking cold.
Yeah, it's still freaking cold. It's still Michigan. It's still March.
We didn't do it against Memphis 901, the team he was in before. This is our second victory, both against Charleston.
Big concern though.
Oh,
big concerns though. Maxi Rodriguez going out in the what was it, about the 41st minute? 41st minute play. from what I can understand, it might have been a head issue or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, might have been a concussion issue. He did ask for the trainer to come out. He did ask to leave the game. Preston Tabor Ataka replaced him in that moment. And then later on in the match, Tabor Ataka ended up getting subbed out by Aiden Stanley. And next
thing you know,
possible groin injury at that point. As I was seeing him walking off the pitch, he looked like he was limping pretty good.
Oh,
so two issues that going into Wednesday that we have to follow along. And we talked to Massey on the reception line. We asked him how he was. He said he felt fine.
Okay.
So that's good news there. That those are two situations we have to monitor going forward as far as that goes.
Yeah.
But overall today, like I said, pretty good match for Detroit City.
Yeah, pretty great match. They controlled the team from start to finish. They didn't let any shot. They only allowed one shot, 8-1 in the first half.
Yes, and it's the fact that like I said, they're just going to keep the pressure on, keep peppering the shots, as many chances as they can get here and there, and I mean, 1-0 victories are good in soccer.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the I'm sure you're going to be curious to see what the XG is going to be of this match later on when those XG numbers come out. But the thing is, what's on that scoreboard right there? The number one right by the home. Yeah, that's for Detroit City. There's a number one. That's all that matters. They got the one goal.
And not only that, a big 3-point they kept at home. They didn't have any highway robbery today.
No. You figured. I mean, there's not. I don't want to say Charleston had that many dangerous players out there. I mean, they had some opportunities, obviously.
If this was last year, it would have been dangerous, literally. With the stupid third they had last year before all they gathered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I mean, with this team here, with this Detroit City team, it looks like there's a lot more confidence in this team. They're attacking more. They want to dictate the play of the game. And basically, this is what you saw today.
Oh, yes.
Second clean sheet for Carlos Herrera this year, which is a good sign.
Oh, very good sign.
You love to see that happen, obviously.
Yes.
But needless to say, great effort all the way.
Here's the big question. Is he now, to quote the prisoner, the new number one?
Well, I can tell you pretty much what I didn't see in the lineup today. I didn't see no Reese Williams in the lineup, and I didn't see a Connor Rutz in the lineup.
No.
Could we see him on Wednesday?
Possibly
so. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of rotation going into Wednesday's game up in Grand Blanc against Flint City Bucks. So we got a little bit coming up. We got a little bit coming up, going around the city. A couple early afternoon tilts that were going on as well. Plus, we got an interview coming up with one Devon Amoo-Mensah. Stay tuned for that.
Mexican United players urging the referee to watch the replay.
Could this be the last opportunity? Noel turns. Deflected. Harris. Jabang! New Mexico! Win it at the death! Usman Jabang! Off the mark in 2026. The Kings of Chaos are back!
By his teammates. Corner kick number 5 for Hartford. Equalizer! It is all even at 2 off the corner. Hartford Athletic comes up with the equalizer.
It might be an own goal. Whether it's Scarlett getting the final touch. There was... Speaking of that, Ndongo here, he lets it rip and he scores! Ndongo out of nowhere settled things down and put himself on a tee. Let that thing rip, in Miami early in the second half has extended their lead to 2.
Pushing forward here after the giveaway. Look at this. Hello! Wow! What a strike! 2-0. Sam Bassett. Black pass back though, and Serrano getting around the defender. Serrano into the 18. Tried to pull it back, deflected, and they find the breakthrough. A little flash of luck for Lou City. But Brooklyn self-destructed with a slack pass in the middle. Serrano creates their luck. And Lou City have the opener.
Ronnie's turn. Andy Myers. Wanted it back that time. They get it to him. Empty! Turn, shoot, scores! The Rowdies have got a 3-1 lead, and that could be the decider.
Meanwhile, Phoenix back on the ball, working it through the middle. Sends it out wide to the wing. Smith makes a run. Cross put in and finished. This time for Phoenix Rising.
Whole second half with Lloyd Sam. I'm Joe Malva. Happy to have you with us.
Oh, that's good.
Spiegel caught in no man's land. He was coming out to get it. Net's open and it's in. Oh, a nightmare to begin this second half for the Roots. Mateo Bunbury, creative in the first half, dangerous. He finally gets his reward to begin half number 2.
Good organization.
Comes to Cavill. On the mark, Moreno with the turn. It's slow, it trickles in. Armando Moreno, number 2 on the year, and the visitors take a lead 25 minutes into this game.
In the first half, but Rodriguez scores here in the second half. And after some wild moments from the spot tonight, Johnny Rodriguez scores from the penalty spot to give Las Vegas the lead.
All right, we have the captain, Devon Amoo-Mensah, after a big 1-0 victory versus the Charleston Battery. Big 3 points for y'all.
Yeah, it was a really good win for us. We knew it was going to be an intense game. And coming off the loss last weekend, we know we had to come out today and perform to get the result.
The old 3 games in 8 days. It's reared its ugly head again because now you guys got to go in against a historically tough opponent for Detroit City, and that being Flint City.
Yeah, I mean, Open Cup is something that we want to make a good run in this year, and I think no matter who we're playing, we're trying to come out with the best attitude, and we know it's going to be a good game for us and a good opportunity for guys to come in and get a chance, I think, to get minutes in a busy week. So it'll be good for everybody.
Talking about Darren Smith, he's on another hell of a start. 4 goals in 3 games. What make him spark? That goal was a pretty redirect.
Yeah, I mean, when he's at his best, he's one of the best strikers in the league. And he's shown it over the past 3 games already. And I think if we can keep getting him service and keep giving him opportunities to score, he's going to continue to do great things for us this year.
The main thing here is this time around, different back line than what we're used to. And of course, how are you guys coming together? Especially with now Aiden Stanley came into the lineup. First time we got to see him today, so it's nice to see it's starting to grow a little bit.
Yeah, really happy for him to come back after a big injury last year, and I know he's been working so hard to get back, so really happy for him. But, the mentality, whether who's in the lineup, the mentality stays the same, and I think, the coaching staff has done a good job of preparing us throughout preseason in case things like this happen, injuries happen in this game, and I think, everybody's been able to step up in positions and get us to where we're at right now, so it's been good.
How do you like adjusting the role of having that armband on you?
Oh, it's good. It's good. I think big shoes to fill with Steve carrying the honor before me, but I think having him around still and being able to pick his mind is easing the transition a little bit, so it's been fun.
And you're well-deserved captain, must I say. You're leading well by a temple.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks a lot, Derek.
Hey, celebrate with the boy tonight.
And we thank Devon Amoo-Mensah for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. It was really great talk to a very confident captain. We all knew he would wear the airbrush. He's doing it well after 3 games.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Far.
He's like that captain's armband does look good on him, doesn't it?
Does look good. If you saw the video when they announced he was the captain, it does look good. You know what I mean?
And well-deserved, by the way.
Yes, tell me about it.
Well-deserved, by the way, when you think, when it comes down to it. Probably, like I said, I can't think of any more, anyone. I think he was, judging by the couple years that we played Michigan Stars back in the days of NISA, he seemed to look like a leader out there.
Long time. Long time. And remember, he did play for the Michigan Stars before he came in here, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yep, he did. And then he was a participant in the infamous Smoke, Darkness, and Small game. And the other game that took place here, in which I think Detroit City ended up winning by a score of 2-0.
Yeah, and then he convinced, hey, you're the better team. Can I join you? Oh yes, very much yes.
One of the last of the NISA All Stars there.
Yeah,
so,
tell me about it.
And then the first game that like I said, Stephen Carroll did not participate in. We were talking about that earlier there. In fact, I was talking with Stephen Carroll earlier. Speaking of which,
okay.
Certain video came out yesterday.
Okay.
And I had to ask some questions about it. They are very tight-lipped about this video.
Okay.
Let's just say that. They are very tight-lipped. I have no news to tell you on it.
You know what I'm thinking? I don't think it's them playing in the Open Cup, but I think it's, I don't know if you ever watch ESPN.
We'll find out on Monday.
I think it's a team possibly.
You know what?
You won't say
we can't say.
I know what it is.
They won't say, so we can't say. How about that?
God.
5,000 people, and they still can't pick up after themselves.
Oh, my God.
You know what? Like I said, it's the same thing every week. Same deal every week. Pick
up your trash, especially the new one. By the way,
especially anybody, pick up your damn trash.
Please pick up your trash. Do you remember the old pitch-in sign from pitch-in? Come on, come on, people.
Give a hoot, don't pollute, especially in this lovely place.
Where's the owl? What's the name? The Hooter the Owl, Twizzy the Owl,
Woodsy
the Owl. Okay.
Okay, going back to
all right.
So we got all the.
I fell in some time for you.
Yeah. So just wanted to bring that in. Anywho,
thanks, Mag.
Anywho, we will.
Thanks, Mag.
But yeah, that's to all the supporters out there. Please pick up your trash. All right. Fast forward. Let's go to Wednesday.
Okay.
We were talking about that earlier on. The fact that it's going to be rotated. Fact that we know about the injuries, possibility, Maxi Rodriguez, who knows if he's going to be able and ready to go by Wednesday. Is that going to be a healthy scratch for him, for us? We don't know about Preston Tabor Ataka, who scored 2 goals in the previous game against Michigan Rangers. Is he going to be available?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. If it's a concussion protocol, you have to hold off. You have to make sure he's clear to play. But Toba, that's a serious concern. Very concerned. But we have some capable storage, by the way.
And I'll tell you what, it was a good thing to see Aiden Stanley out there.
Oh, yes.
It's a great thing to see Aiden Stanley out there. First game back after being out for so long with his ACL.
Oh, yeah.
That was good news to see him out there.
Oh,
Unfortunately, he had to be used, for Ataka late in the game. But,
this is the first time I'm seeing 2 sub, one a substitute for an injured sub, and another for another injured sub, same position.
And of course when you're playing in temperatures like this,
it's cold.
35, 40 degree weather.
You're right.
It's not easy on the body.
Slightly warmer than the game we had to relocate the game to the Brighton Sporting Center.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I'm pretty sure, and I was looking at the forecast for Wednesday night up in Grand Blanc.
Yes.
Temperatures going to be dropping throughout the day.
Oh,
no. And it's not going to be disastrously cold like it was going to be here when we played Michigan Rangers. However,
I know.
We're talking possibly high 40s going into kickoff on Wednesday night there. So as the breath is you can tell the steam coming out of my face.
It sort of looked like the first an episode of the first season of Heart to Heart, where an evildoer trapped them in a climate control room, literally. I watch Heart to Heart. Robert Wangler at Jonathan Hart, the greatest fictional character.
You know what I was watching on YouTube? You were telling me about this. The Battle of the Network started before I got here today. The very first one. And I'll tell you what.
I said this last week,
Yeah, I noticed something, though. They took a lot of the music out because there was a lot
copyright.
Yeah, YouTube and the copyright thing. You know,
but that
way to talk over some of the music that we put on the thing here.
Well, yeah, you're right. Well, incidentally, considering that what was cool, Ronald Barrows was used in the first Dallas Airport chart. There was a good feature. One that's celebrating was the whole thing was blocked out because they used copyright music.
Of course, you know you can't hear it. Or even they were talking to Farrah Fawcett. Same thing.
I know, Farrah Fawcett. Yeah. It was okay for Linda Carter. You know, being the battle between Gabe Kaplan.
I thought I heard Love's theme when they were doing the golf. An alternate version of that song.
Oh, brother!
If you know what Love's theme is, Love's theme was the original background music for, or actually, you might as well say the theme music for ABC's golf coverage throughout the 1970s and 80s.
But it was an ABC production, so
they bought the license to it.
They bought the license,
but then again, we got to remember it's YouTube. You got to remember it's YouTube.
Yeah.
They like to, which was kind of funny too. I heard Funeral for a Friend on there too, from Elton John. So
the battle between Robert Conrad, Gabe Kaplan, and the handsome one of the Kelly Savant.
We're talking about
you,
pop
baby.
A lot of rambling on here.
We're trying to fill out the 30 minutes because next Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday will be
Flint City, their
historic rivalry.
A historic all in the U.S. Open Cup. The first one at the Tin Can, we mentioned that in the first game.
Second one at Oakland University.
The rush to the field after the game-winning victory, thanks to Evan Largoria. And the third game.
Evan L'Oreal, actually.
And
Roddy Green from the spot. Roddy Green from the spot. Nate Steinwasser beforehand made the save.
Yes.
And then Roddy Green from the spot. Next thing you know, he pulls up the top saying
Detroit versus everybody. And this is going to be the historic fourth matchup between the two teams. And
absolutely.
Then, after that, we hope we win. We will find the draw because the next opponent will be an MLS squad. And I think not only Detroit City, but all the USLC is trying to get better comeuppance after what happened last week. An historic Oik watching, except for Pittsburgh.
Hey, guess what?
What?
New Mexico got their first win.
I know. We showed highlights of that.
Yes, they did. Yes. And it came in the 6 minute of stoppage time.
I know.
3-goal. And that was after Corey Bennett.
Yeah, tied it at 2.
Yeah, tied it at 2 with the pen in the 4th minute of stoppage time. New Mexico United comes back and ends up winning that match by a score of 3-2, their first win of the year.
Yeah, right. And like can I get back on track? A lot of teams are hoping to get revenge at the MLS after what happened last year. And then once we know out the opponent, and then the next USLC game will be against the Rhode Island FC.
Rhode Island FC over at Centerville Bank Stadium.
Let's hope Maxie is healthy enough to play against his former teammate he had for one season.
Yes, it's going to be it's going to be a totally different atmosphere for him to go early. He's used to it. I think he went to the other stadium.
Oh, he went to their team,
over at Bryan College or whatever it was.
Bryan College, first year. Second year, he played the full season.
But you know what? We're going to do this again on Wednesday.
You're right.
No musings this week.
No.
because we got
we have soccer.
Pies.
Yeah.
We got soccer action coming to you on Wednesday from Grand Blanc, Michigan.
All right.
Detroit City FC taking on the Flint City Bucks, and we will have the preview early afternoon on Wednesday. One way or another, whether it be from my studios in Fenton, his studio in Hamtramck, or me being at the Grand. We'll see what happens. I think
Okay.
we might do it early, but
Okay.
you'll have it before the match
Okay.
on Wednesday, and of course after hours from Grand Blanc. Of course, right after we get everything done there. So, but another great day at the Key.
Another big game. We got 3 points. We kept the 3 points here. It's not going back to Charleston tonight, and that's key. Like we mentioned on the pregame, very much key what could happen down the stretch.
Yep, moving up on the table for Detroit City FC right now, and they move ahead of Charleston Battery with that victory this afternoon. For my buddy Steve.
You have a nice weekend.
And we will see you on Wednesday. Until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the galaxy, and most of all, be good.